Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Payne Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
There were some people on the MAGA right that took the bait. Well, 133 million people, Rev, watched Bad Bunny go out and just completely own the field, the stage, the country, the world. Lady Gaga comes in. This was a pretty extraordinary statement. Ricky Martin, it was 133 million people watching this instead of alternative programming where they had a guy performing who, of course, throughout his career has preached the glories of, and Franklin Graham, I guess, likes this because he said it was a God and country thing, but a guy who has preached the glories of having sex with underage girls and setting up escort services atop the Four Seasons. Cowboy.
Oh, that's... I was Morning Joe, who used to be pretend to be a conservative in his early days. On PMS, what do they call that thing? PMS, then PMS, whatever. PMS now, right. PMS, whatever. Following the big game yesterday, the Super Bowl, between the Seattle Antifas and the New England Sanctuaries. And the Antifas manhandled the Sanctuaries. I guess the Sanctuaries couldn't cheat. So, I don't know what happened. Anyway... Now, the Turning Point halftime had 10 million streams, apparently. Anybody in entertainment that gets 10 million streams is going to be really happy. 10 million streams is a lot of people. And yeah, the Super Bowl had 100 and some. The question is, how many streams do you get, Morning Joe? You don't even get 1 million. You don't even get 500,000. You don't even get 250,000. You don't even get 125,000 would be my guess. I don't know, haven't looked at the ratings, but really? You're going to rag on Turning Point's event? And then he says, compare Bad Bunny on the world. Instead of this guy who, and then he, with all these, I guess, I don't know which entertainer he was talking about. Maybe he was talking about Kid Rock. I don't know. But our very own Red Apple Audio Network, Sid Rosenberg, was on Fox with some other guy. And this is what, cut two, this is what Sid had to say about it.
Truly, it was a bad football game, and when you couple that with Bad Bunny, who may have been the worst halftime show, not one word of English, one word of English, one word. You combine the halftime show and the football game, I think Clay would agree. He's a great sports guy, too. What a waste of 3 hours.
Right. Clay, yeah, Bad Bunny, I didn't get one word. I took German in high school. So
I watched it with my dad. He said he's 81. He said, hey, this is the worst football game top to bottom ever. So, Super Bowl. So I think he was right on that one.
Although Turning Point put together a great show. Clay, thanks.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't watch. I watched some of the game. I was bored. And so I turned it on. And then I turned it off. And... Carlos, were you watching the Olympics? Because you've been Mr. Yesterday.
In general or yesterday?
Yesterday. Did you watch
the game yesterday?
I was depending upon you to tell us what's going on in the Olympics because I haven't seen a minute of it.
There was a guy on figure skating that did a backflip, and it was the first backflip ever on figure skating.
Just what I've always wanted to see. I missed it. I can't tell you how bad I feel that I missed a guy doing a backflip while figure skating. I mean, to be honest with you, that's almost sounds impossible. to do a complete backflip and land on those, that had to be really amazing. And the skier girl broke her leg.
The leg was broken before she even like beforehand. She tore her ACL like before the Olympics, and then she was like, "I'm gonna race either way," and she got injured again.
Oh, poor. I mean, I feel bad for her, but she said she had a quote, and I had pulled it out on the Saturday show and never got to it, and I loved her quote. Her quote, because they asked her, "Are you going to compete?" and she said, and I don't have it in front of me, but it is something to the effect: just because something sounds impossible doesn't mean it's not possible. She was explaining why she was going to compete. And I just love that spirit. Just because something's impossible, people tell you it's impossible, doesn't mean it's not possible. To me, that just really speaks a lot about the competitive nature of who she... Anyway, it's... So, I don't know. C-SPAN. We don't do callers Monday through Friday. As you know, on Saturday we take plenty of calls because this is... Did we say what the show is? This is Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour, fastest hour in American media. Thank you. And we don't, since it's the fastest hour in American media, we don't take calls Monday through Friday because we got so much other stuff to do. But there was a caller on C-SPAN that was quite, I thought had raised a great point. Cut 3, and this is the caller from C-SPAN.
We should have been celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States of America at that halftime show. When I went to school, I was taught English. I wasn't taught Spanish, so I don't know a word he was saying. You know, we're in the United States of America. We're an English-speaking language. They should have at least put a closed caption on there or something so you could understand what they were saying. And the dancing, I've seen the same thing at a strip show, just with the clothes on, the way they were doing on TV. There's no reason for that.
Well, apparently he doesn't appreciate certain artistic moves. Anyway, there's a story. The mainstream media is orgasmic, by the way, in case you missed it. They were having multiples yesterday. It wasn't just one. They had the first big one over Bad Bunny, and then it speared off into multiples because the very famous Lady Gaga was there. And they just all flipped over Bad Bunny and Lady Gaga. And so the New York Times, I was reading afterwards, they said, it was a celebration of joy. And immediately I thought about Kamala Harris and the campaign of joy. Because we all know that when liberals like something, it's joy. And so there was a big orgasmic joy erupting from the New York Times. You heard the guy that used to pretend to be a conservative on PMS Now and then going on about his joy over it, and ABC and all of them, they were just it was beautiful, it was great, it was wonderful. I bet you Philip is a Big Bunny fan. Philip, you like Big Bunny? Or Bad Bunny, I'm sorry, Big Bunny, somebody else.
No, not really.
Oh, you're not a big Bad Bunny fan.
No, I hear too much of him blasting from car radios in my neighborhood, and I'm a little sick of him.
Oh, well, thank you. Ooh, I know what that means. They kept talking about the hidden symbology, about the flag, and all these other things. But then there's a story after all the multiple orgasms in the mainstream press over Bad Bunny. There was a story in the Daily Mail which did not have that narrative. And the narrative from the Daily Mail is this: Super Bowl fans sickened after translating Bad Bunny's X-rated Spanish lyrics. And they have that little thing, that little quote, "This is pure degeneracy."
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.